Leaked details from truce proposal talks between Israel and Hamas suggest potential compromises on both sides to end the war on Gaza. The Associated Press reports that the initial stage of the deal could last for 40 days, involving releases of captives and withdrawals of troops to facilitate humanitarian aid and civilian returns. In a tragic development, Israel confirms the death of Dror Or, a captive held in Gaza since October 7th. His wife was killed in an earlier attack, and 2 of their children were released during a ceasefire in November. Israel estimates that 129 captives remain, while 35 have been killed in the Palestinian territory, where Israeli attacks have killed at least 34,596 people. Amidst escalating tensions, the Israeli military strikes continue in Gaza. Reports from Wafa news agency indicate airstrikes on residential areas, killing 6 people. Meanwhile, prominent Palestinian Dr. Adnan al Barash's death in an Israeli prison prompts calls for investigation into alleged torture. Moving stateside, District Attorney's Office confirmed that a New York police officer fired his gun during an operation to clear anti-war protesters at Columbia University. Fortunately, no one was injured, but the incident is under review. More than 100 protesters were taken into custody when police stormed the university's Hamilton Hall on Tuesday. Police arrested at least 132 student protesters at the University of California, Los Angeles, early on Thursday and cleared out an encampment. And in Portland, Oregon, tensions flare as a driver rammed his car into pro-Palestine demonstrators on a university campus, prompting chaos and eventual detainment by police. In Canada, Quebec Premier François Legault has called for the dismantling of a pro-Palestine encampment at McGill University as student-led protests spread across the country. And in a long-awaited statement, President Joe Biden expresses support for Americans' rights to protest while affirming his unwavering support for Israel. Internationally, U.S. senators engaged in discussions with the International Criminal Court over potential arrest warrants for Israeli officials. Meanwhile, Turkey has halted all exports and imports to and from Israel, citing the worsening humanitarian crisis in Gaza.